Hello everyone, my name is DeVere and I'll be your speaker for the evening. I would like to talk to you guys about the power of positive thinking. It is too often people focus on their shortcomings, failures, and inabilities. This hinders them from seeing their abilities and strengths. Young people are especially hard on themselves, giving them a chance to an indistinct self-image to come in and destroy their self-worth. Focusing on areas of one's success and coming up with realistic goals plays an important role in building self-confidence, which is the first step in high achievements. Every person has different abilities. Where one person prospers, another may fail miserably. Similarly, a thing might come easy for one person, but that does not mean it will be the same for you. No matter how your weakness may seem bigger than your strengths, it is important to always remain positive and focus on the strengths and abilities. Focusing on areas where one is successful helps a lot in building self-confidence. And self-confidence together with positive thinking means that chances for success and happiness are even greater. Having a positive attitude is indeed important, and not only how you view yourself, but also when it comes to how we look at life in general. But sincerely speaking, looking at life is not always a walk in the park, especially when one is constantly dealing with ups and downs of life, but this does not mean that it's not possible. Immediately, we start identifying the positive things in our life and those around us, then learn how to see them, even in the face of difficulties. Positive thinking becomes our only mode of thinking. Individuals with positive attitudes believe that they have unlimited ability within themselves to overcome any challenge that comes their way. No matter the challenge, their ability to think positively always sees them through in even the most challenging situations. According to a famous psychiatrist, Dr. Carl Menninger, attitudes are more important than facts. One has a defeatist attitude. One believes that he or she is already a failure, even though if it's not true. Being generous with one's positive thoughts is also paramount. It is important to share with other people in the form of praises or accomplishments. It might surprise you to discover that, like most people, even you are mean when it comes to sharing nice and positive thoughts about someone else. For example, your best friend. It helps to have a positive thought about someone, but it's even more helpful if you share it with him or her. Sharing kind words and statements with other people help a lot in learning to center one's attitude to the positive things in life. When we learn to notice the good things in others, we also start to see the best in us. It is normal for people to have negative feelings and thoughts such as insecurity, guilt, fear, and hatred. And it's not easy to get rid of them, but this does not mean that it cannot be done. It is important to teach oneself to focus on the positive ideas and thoughts in the midst of the negative ones. The following activities are very important in helping individuals replace negative feelings and thoughts with positive ones. They include identifying the negative feelings and thoughts, then replacing them with mental pictures representing peaceful scenes. Feelings of inferiority can easily cause discouragement and even lead to depression. Instead of focusing on the things that you can do and perform successfully, many people dwell in their failures and weaknesses. In most cases, feelings of loneliness begin as early as childhood, from having thoughts such as he or she is too thin, too fat, or does not look like other children. Frequently, feelings and thoughts of inferiority result from fear. Unfortunately, each and every person has fears. Finding strategies to deal with them is a major try toward conquering them and positive thinking. It is imperative for people to recognize and think like a winner. Believe in one's capabilities, have faith in one's abilities. Lack of confidence in one's powers and abilities leads to failure, but sound and reasonable confidence in one's self-confidence leads to success. Feelings of inferiority and inadequacy interfere with one's attainment of hopes. Self-actualization leads to self-attainment, which in turn leads to success and attainment of individual hopes. Believing in oneself and having a positive mental attitude releases one's inner powers to achieve absolutely everything. For example, my senior year in high school, I tore my ACL, meniscus, and fractured 6 inches of my femur. And people thought I would never be able to play football again. Nevertheless, get a scholarship to play it. This happened a week before my senior season, and I lost the whole senior season, didn't play one game. But I thought positive and told myself every day that I would be able to play again, and envisioned myself on the football field, running around, making plays, and went to countless hours of physical therapy. And every day, I knew I was going to be able to play again at one point, and at the level that I wanted to play. I was able to play again and get a scholarship to do so through thinking positive and having full confidence in myself. Lack of self-confidence is one of the great problems hindering most people today. Everywhere, many people live with a mistrust about their ability and are inwardly afraid, massively doubt their powers, shrink from life, and even mistrust their ability to meet responsibilities. They have this inner feeling that something will somehow go wrong and doubt their capabilities. Feelings of confidence are largely dependent on the type of thoughts that occupy your head. If you think defeat, then you are certainly going to get defeated. When we practice having confident thoughts and thinking dominance in our mind, we develop a strong sense of capacity to success, regardless of the existing challenges, and even those that arise. In fact, feelings of confidence induce increased strength. Basil King said that, be bold and mighty. Forces will come to our aid. Never take counsel of your fears, because they will always give the impression that you cannot make it, when in real sense, you can. Filling our minds with positive thoughts of faith, security, and confidence expels thoughts of negativity. Changing the mental attitude and learning to live in different thought bases requires a lot of effort. A physician once said that most of his patients had nothing wrong except for their thoughts. It is important to get rid of the negative ones from the conversations with yourself, and especially if they produce inward tension and annoyance. The words that we speak have a definite effect on our thoughts, and another famous physician, Williams James, said, "Our belief at the start of a doubtful undertaking is one thing that ensures the successful outcome of your venture." When you have positive thoughts, you release a magnetic force in your mind, which according to the law of attraction brings the best to you. However, this does not entirely mean that by believing and having positive thoughts, you are going to achieve everything you want in life, but it moves you from an area of impossibilities to one of the possibilities. Positive thinking does not ignore the problems of life, but rather it helps you concentrate on the positives and the abilities, rather than spending a lot of energy and important time worrying about the negative things that have already happened in a challenge that lay ahead. Remember, believe in yourself.